Welcome back. Now we have added two cameras. One, he is walking, and we have a steady camera which is going to capture his walking movement. And then we put up the second camera, which is a close up camera, which is a follow up camera, which is going to look at the track and follow it. We understood how to use this looker tracking for the camera. Now we are going to add our third camera. So now let us come back to our scene here. You can now see here we are in the sequencer, and remember to always save this. Go to file and choose save all to save everything. Now we had what we had done was, if I rewind it and review it once from 0 when it starts, see when I play it 0 to around 90 we have this camera. Then from 90 the camera changes, see it will change and he is going to run. And I want this action to be from 90 to approximately around, I will take it till around 140. I want this action to happen till around 140. So I will set this to around 140. So till 140 I want this action, and at 140 I am going to add one more camera. And for this camera, now what I will do is, you have an icon here, camera icon for this camera cut. I will switch it off. So when I switch it off, no camera is on means you are in your general view. Okay, so you can now see here how you have placed your two cameras. So you have one camera here, and we have placed our second camera here. And now I want the third camera. I am going to come near this character. I will select this character and I will press F to move to it. Then I will press Alt and rotate around and come to the back view like this. So I will choose this view, and in this view, setting the view now, with middle mouse I will pan it. Exactly at this point I am going to add my third camera. I will place my third camera here, but only thing is it is seen towards me. So what I have to do is I will select the rotate tool, and in the Z axis I will rotate this camera by 180 degrees so that it is seeing on the other side. And I am going to move this camera a little to the top so that you can see the actor's shoe. Then the camera is selected. I will press Alt and left mouse, and I am going to pan around the camera like this. Okay. Now along the X axis I will move it back so that you have both the shoes visible. So I am going to create a dramatic shot like this. So I will slightly move it like this. So I will slightly move it to the top. So this is the shot we are going to take. So I will slightly move it back. So now this is the third camera that we will be using, and this camera we are going to use it from frame number 140. So now I will come over here, I will select this camera and I will press F2 to rename. But right now you are not seeing it because this panel has become small. I will just drag it and you can see here this name now. Okay, you can see the name. I am going to click on this panel name, and now I am going to change this as Bryce Cam 3. I am going to give it the name as Bryce Cam 3. And so again you can see here the camera is here. So I will select this camera, and now I will close this Bryce camera 1 and 2, and I will drag this Bryce camera 3 to my scene. So when I add it to my scene, you can see the shoes here. Okay, so I can just, since I am in the pilot view, I can just readjust the position a little like this. And now from 140, if I play it, you can see him running. I am going to take this shot. I am going to take this shot till about 190. I want this shot from 140 to 190. So here from frame number 190 to 140, I want this animation to happen. So for now, in this case, you can see the focus. Initially, you are seeing the leg, and if I want to focus it, I can move down, come to manual focus distance, and move it to the left. And as I move it to the left, you can set the focus for the shoes. See, now the shoes is focused. I can set the manual focus here. This we had done it in our last session. However, now I can add the keyframe. There is another way of setting the focus. The other way of setting the focus is, if you select Bryce camera 3 here and move down, you have one setting here called as focus setting. And if I open the focus setting, right now this focus setting is set to manual. And here, if you want to focus a particular object, I can use this picker and select the object, and that object will be focused. Say, for example, if I want to focus here, I can click here. See, that gets focused. So instead of manually setting the focus, I can select the object and focus it here. So this is the focus I need at the point initially. Or other option I have is, if you come to focus method, there is a method called tracking. And in tracking, if you now open tracking focus setting, I can select this eyedropper and select this object. Now the focus will be almost adjusted to this object. But however, here what is happening is, if I use the tracking, the shoe is becoming blur. So that's why instead of tracking here, I will choose manual only. And instead of setting the focus manually, I will use this eyedropper and I will click on the shoes. And this will be the initial focus setting. I will come to the timeline here and I will add a keyframe. And then when I play it, as I am going to now play it, he's going to run. And at frame approximately 190, I am now going to select this picker and I am going to select this object. See, automatically he is focused. And since I have enabled auto keying, key is also added. So now you can see the focus automatically changes. So I have his leg is clear initially, and as he is running, the focus is changing. So this 140 to 190 is the view that I need now as the third camera view. So for this, what I will do is I will come to frame number 140, auto key is on, I will move to the top, and in camera cuts, in the camera list, I am going to now choose camera 3. So now what happens? You can now see, if I just rewind it and if I just play the animation, now you can see, actually now we are seeing camera 3 image only. The reason is because we have enabled Bryce camera 3 here. If I come here and enable camera cuts, now if I play the animation, it starts here 0 to 90, then he is going to run and you have this shot. So we have set 3 camera views. So now, as we are setting the camera, we are adjusting the various parameters that we can animate in our camera. So in the first shot, we animated using a still camera, that is a still shot. The camera was still, it was a steady shot. The second was a pan follow-up shot. So wherein we followed the object. And the third shot was a ground shot covering only the shoes. And here we varied the focusing, so that as the object ran, the focus shifted. So with this, we have added 3 camera, and we may require another 3 camera. One, when it turns towards the shop. The second, inside the shop when he is entering. And third is when he is speaking to the cashier or the receptionist. So these three cameras, we are going to add it in our next session. Thank you.